I'm getting like a hip bob from this song. I don't know why.
You can't cancel me, my guy gon' stand for me. Ha ha. You can't cancel me, my guy gon' stand for me. Ha ha. Do my dance cause he got plans for me. Ha ha. Do my dance cause he got plans for me. Ha ha.
Find me a shot, he got better aim.
There you go. That is such a good song, dude. Alright, y'all, what's up, man? It's your boy Unlimited B, and we are back today with another video, and we are here once again with another reaction video to another album by our boy Caleb Gordon. I have not yet reacted to a song by Caleb Gordon yet. Actually, he dropped an EP about a month ago that I wanted to react to, but I could not hold myself back from tapping in with it myself. There are some songs on this album, War, that he has already dropped. There's 14 songs on this album, 36 minutes, but there are some songs that have already come out. I'll go ahead and talk about those. No Remorse already came out. Shh already came out. War been came out. Let me just look at that. War did up. When War came out, y'all, that thing really shook some rooms. But the funny thing is, I believe a lot of these other songs he dropped after are better than War. Guard My Heart, fantastic. Seat at the Table, and then last but not least, Upside Down. Rivers of Zion I have heard, but I don't remember anything about it. But before we get into it, we have to talk again about how we review and react to these types of videos. When it comes down to reviewing these songs and ultimately the album, there are a 5-point scale in which we will be grading each song on. In order to get these 5 points, we must have 3 categories that help us figure out how this song should be rated. Category 1 is biblical accuracy. Category 2 is worship, and category 3 is playlist worthy. Would you listen to it? Would you bump it outside of just this video? That is category 3, and each one is graded on a 5-point scale. And after adding them up and dividing them by 3, we get the rating of that song. And at the end of the album, every single song has its rating. We add them all up, divided by the number of songs, and that will be the rating of the album. So we can go ahead and get into this. Let me go ahead and give the ratings of the songs that we will not be listening today, and let me give them in order, just so y'all understand how good these songs are. So starting out with the best song I believe that he has dropped that is currently actually on this album is No Remorse, as you saw right here. Absolutely love No Remorse. That is my song in the gym, out of the gym, driving, no matter where I'm at. You see him right here. He got the Bible blick on him right now. And that is literally, when I hear No Remorse, this is exactly how I'm feeling. Moving on to number 2. Number 2 is actually tied with Guard My Heart and Upside Down. There was a point in time I would have put Upside Down way lower than Guard My Heart, but Upside Down, I was listening to it one day when I was riding, and I began to cry. That might be the only song I've heard by Caleb Gordon on that I've known on this album so far that could get that reaction out of me, because it reaches a different point. It's not just a rap song. It's deep. It's depth. I had to drop the con like yay. Come on now. I know what I'm talking about, man. But moving on so we can really get into this reaction, because I'm excited. I've been waiting all day to do this, y'all. Y'all have no idea how hard it was for me not to touch this earlier when I saw it this morning. But I ended up going back and giving Seat at the Table and War a 4.1 rating. Again, I believe the score of a 4 is excellent. 3 is great. 2 is you know what I'm saying? But I believe that a 4 is an excellent rating, and so I had to give it just 1 up on that. I thought they're really good songs. And the bottom of the songs that I've heard before this album is Shh, which still has a 4 out of 5 rating. I think Shh is a really good song. Again, one thing about Caleb, I think, and rating rap songs in general, is that it's going to be very different from rating a singing song, just in terms of it's a different genre, so you have to give different leeway and different leanings on their biblical accuracy, along with other stuff, because again, there is a certain culture to this music that's going to be a little different. So they're going to have some different things they say, and you got to give some grace there. But so we do not linger any longer. We are going to start right now the album by Caleb Gordon that just dropped today, War. Starting out with Catch a Vibe. Let's catch a vibe, y'all. Let's catch a vibe.
A2000 EST. That's that OCOEE. Can you catch a vibe? We don't gotta hide. Look up to the sky. We already fly. Cut off all that pride. Put it to the side. Take that up with God. Take that up with God. Cataract had me lost. Hey.
I ain't gonna lie. Hold up. I can't. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Every single time I hear a new Caleb Gordon song, I always say it's better than last, right? dead serious. He does this every time. Like when he just dropped that last EP, he week by week he was dropping. He had No Remorse. He dropped 3 With Me. He dropped Shh. He dropped Guard My Heart. He just dropping each and every single one chronologically. And I'm like, bro, why does it keep getting better? He doesn't have 3 With Me on this album right now, but 3 With Me might be the hardest song I've ever heard in my entire life. And it's actually insane. It's insanity, y'all. How I ain't gonna lie, like I kind of blanked. We're gonna restart from the beginning of that song because of how good that sounded coming out. I already caught a vibe, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta be careful because how much I'm invested in this music to not overly rate this album because I'm gonna experience and love this.
A 2000 EST. That's that OCOEE. Can you catch a vibe? We don't gotta hide. Look up to the sky. We already fly. Cut off all that pride. Put it to the side. Take that up with God. Take that up with God. Cataract had me lost. Jesus brought me that sauce. You going with that boss? No, we already counted the cost. With the Holy One, no golf. Like AI carry that cross. I was sick with the kid that cough. Now I'm watching the word like a hoe. Hey, better not get out of line. Got an angel that sit on my side. I was tired of living a lie. Whoa, whoa. Ain't no more running and high. And the fear, I can't let it reside. Need your spirit and I need your mind. Got my bed when I'm ready to slide. Like a track, no, I'm running with God. I'm right here, oh Lord. You gon' take away the feel, Lord. I'ma lay it right there, cause you will never let me down. Can you catch a vibe? We don't gotta hide. Look up to the sky. We already fly. Cut off all that pride. Put it to the side. Take that up with God. Take that up with God. Couldn't see like 3 blind mice. Jesus sitting on my right. Can't lose no real like kites. Remember life, it was darker than night. Got a helmet on me like a knight. Spit the word and it cut like a knife. Tell my dogs they don't gotta fight. 2 wrongs, they don't make a right. Hey, better not get out.
2 wrongs, they do not make a right. I think that this song, like the title of this song, actually really epitomizes what this is. It's catch a vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like, he not saying like Don ready, stay ready, yeah. You know what I'm saying? When Don Reddy, the way I would critique Don Reddy and Caleb Gordon are so different just because of the artists they are. You feel what I'm saying? Like Don Reddy, I don't expect nothing less than straight principle biblical from you. You know what I'm saying? Heavenly poetry, brother. Like that is what I know you for, Don. So I expect something crazy. Now, Caleb, I know can get super biblical and super deep with it. I'm not saying he can't. But again, I expect a little difference. For like, Caleb's title is 100, like 3 With Me. If you just hear 3 With Me, 3 With Me, everywhere I go, I keep 3 With Me, you're probably not thinking like, okay, what's he talking about? He literally talks later about how 3 With Me, he talks about in the fire. When you think about 3 With Me, you're one person. There are 3 others. Who is that 4th man? That is Jesus. You know what I'm saying? So he's biblical. He's not going overly in depth, but you know he's biblical. You feel what I'm saying? So he's always gonna get a good grade and ranking on that. But I have to give him props on how he's correlating the title of the song with, you know, it's generally just a vibe. It's nothing deep, nothing crazy. But yeah, so my point basically is just that I think Catch a Vibe is exactly what this song's supposed to be. So I'm not thinking too hard about it. I'm just enjoying myself, basically.
Got an angel that sit on my side. I was tired of living a lie. Whoa, whoa. Ain't no more running and hide. And the fear, I can't let it reside. Need your spirit and I need your mind. Got my bed when I'm ready to slide. Like a track, no, I'm running with God. I'm right here, oh Lord. You gon' take away the feel, Lord. I'ma lay it right there, cause you will never let me down. Not hiding, just God. We flying, pride to side. And God, we got. Can you catch a vibe? We don't gotta hide. Look up to the sky. We already fly. Cut off all that pride.
Is his girlfriend? Is his wife? I thought it was his girlfriend. Y'all don't know. I'm pretty sure his wife can sing. By the way, I'm pretty sure I saw her drop a. They'd made a song together about their baby. Hey, shout. Okay. Oh, by the way, shout out. I believe either they are. She's pregnant or they are. Yeah, I believe she's pregnant. So shout out to Caleb Gordon and his wife. But yes, Catch a Vibe, bro. Absolutely excellent. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, with that song right there, I can't over critique it, y'all. You know what I'm saying? In terms of the breakdown, biblical accuracy to worship, I just got to give it a 4.5 because in my personal opinion, I think it's the same to me as No Remorse. In terms of how I hear it and how I'm enjoying my enjoyment of it, it's just like No Remorse to me. I think they're in the same exact category. And I really couldn't put it below it. So I have to get a 4.5 because if I rated it any lower, I'd have to drop No Remorse because they're basically the same to me. So yeah, 4.5 for Catch a Vibe. I think it's a really good way to start. Actually, probably the best way you can start. I'm really hoping that if this album gets, I mean, I expect nothing less of my favorite artist, but if this, like, you know what I'm saying, ends up being higher than like a 4 something on the scale, we're going to have to really start being strict on these ratings because we can't just be giving out these high ratings. But again, I expect people like Caleb Gordon and Brandon Lake and Sonda to get high ratings like this. But moving now into Sit Down. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ever had your mama look at you and say, sit down? You know what I'm saying? I think this is, going to be like God looking at his kids and saying, sit down. Who knows? Let's see.
A2000 EST. That's the
OCOEE.
Better sit down if you can't stand me. This a God plan, ain't no plan B. Spirit can't take the wheel just like an AMG. Took my time to heal, but now I'm on my feet. They don't want me, they wanna control.
Took my time to heal, but now I'm on my feet. Oh my gosh.
They don't want me, they wanna control. They don't want me, they wanna control me. Treat you like my past, you can't hold me. All my pain I would bury. Way too long, I live in that house of pain like Tyler Perry. Thought it was wrong, but it was too much weight I couldn't carry. No X-Men, I was just going through storms, Holly Berry. No, they think I'm arrogant, cause I ain't use their weight. I'm like David, I just need my sling, don't need your armor plate. God prepare me in that wilderness.
I'm like, David, I just need that sling. Don't need your armor plate. Why? Because the armor we carry is the armor of God. You feel what I'm saying? Come on.
Giants gon' get slayed. Try to tell me we can't do it. We gon' find another way. Promise. Better sit down if you can't stand me. This a God plan, ain't no plan B. Spirit can't take the wheel just like an AMG. Took my time to heal, but now I'm on my feet. They don't want me, they wanna control me. They don't want me, they wanna control. They don't want me, they wanna control me. Treat you like my past, you can't hold
me.
I'm from the O, but I'm not in Chicago. They think it's luck, I ain't playing the lotto. I see the truth, they ain't saying a lotto. They try to diss, but it's stay in the bottle. That type of heart keep you way at the bottom. Talking to get a react. They got a whole lot of time to go talk on the net. But where your consistency at? Like, do what you do with the time that God gave. You rather hate on folks. Me, I just look at the ends and I get to work. I can't wait on folks. Going up in age don't mean you wise. That just mean you old. It's easier to learn without no pride. I had to let that go.
Amen.
Better sit down if you can't stand me. This a God plan, ain't no plan B. Spirit can't take the wheel just like an AMG. Took my time to heal, but now I'm on my feet. They don't want me, they wanna control me. They don't want me, they wanna control. They don't want me, they wanna control me. Treat you like my past, you can't hold me.
Okay, y'all, sit down. So I actually decided this time I'm going to go through with rating each and every single category. What I like I always say, the biggest struggle for me with rap music is the fact that I know that the worship category for me personally is always going to be extremely low. They're going to have good biblical accuracy. They're going to do a great job in terms of the sound is always. That's the thing. I think the rap sound is always the best sound in terms. I think it's going to be the highest rating I give even out of the singing songs. Artists like Brandon Lake and Sonda get really high ratings in the sound of songs because they're higher paced. And, they cater more to this modern day generation. And obviously, the rap has been the most popular genre of music lately. Obviously, country is up there too. Don't get that wrong. But this rap is the most popularized, it's the culture right now. And so, growing up listening to that stuff, you know what I'm saying, it's definitely gonna cater more to people like me, along with just individuals in my age group nowadays. So the sound is fantastic. But that's the truth, though. Like, the rap style struggles with worship because the culture of rap music is flexing. And, I mean, that's just a truthful aspect. And so when you kind of... It's a lot less vertical of a worship song is basically what I'm saying. So it's a lot more here on this plane. It's not worldly because, again, it's biblical accurate. But you're going to hear a lot less, like... I don't know how to explain it, you know what I'm saying? But you're gonna hear a lot less like I praise you, Lord, I love you, Lord, because you're not lingering and singing like you are a singing song. So a song like Sit Down, I think, is a great place to start in terms of actually grading it through. I could have done Catch a Vibe, but the reason I didn't is because I really appreciate the song, and since I understand that a 4.5 is what I gave No Remorse, and I felt like to me I enjoyed it the same, I had to give it there. But starting with Sit Down, I gave the biblical accuracy a 3. It's mid, it's mediocre in terms of the depth of it. It's biblically accurate. Again, there's no contradictions. You know, I believe if there's no contradictions, it has to be at least a 3. He mentions biblical principles and biblical standards, but again, it's not delving into anything about the character of God, or it's not going super in depth. And again, I don't expect that from a rap song, especially Christian rap, and that's okay. But that's where it takes me to worship. You know, the less biblical accuracy you have, the less worship you're going to have. That's just how it goes hand in hand. And so therefore for worship, I gave it a 2. And I believe probably every single song is going to be like that. And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? That's what we expect. But this is where the category is going to hold itself up. We're going to see higher grades stem here. And that is the sound of it. I really like the sound. I personally don't think it's better than Shh. I think they're probably about the same. So when it came down to playlist worthiness, would I listen to it outside this? Most likely, I liked it. So I gave it a 4 out of 5 rating on the No Limit scale. You know what I'm saying? And after adding all those up and dividing it by 3, we get a 3, you know what I'm saying? So that Sit Down ends up coming out to a 3 out of 5 rating, which again is really good. I really doubt that we'll have anything lower than a 3. Again, those first 2 categories are really gonna hurt those grades today. I know they are. If anybody watched our reaction video to Red Tip's EP, it's gonna be very similar in that aspect. Because again, it's difficult with Christian rap music to get those worship categories. Those first 2 categories really do hurt the grade, no matter how good of a sound it is. But moving now, we're jumping all these. Already gave the ratings. If you forgot them, go to them earlier, or maybe I'll remember to pop them up for y'all. I'll be nice. But moving down here to So Divine by Caleb Gordon.
A2000 EST. That's that OCOEE. Fell in love with your timing, cause it's so divine. Fell in love with your way, I put it over mine. I get in your presence, put in overtime. Lord, I get in your presence, put it overtime. How you do it all, it ain't no surprise. I get in that passenger and let you drive. Know what's mine is yours, know what's yours is mine. When you open that door, then I gotta slide.
This is one thing you have to appreciate about Caleb is like he's not one-dimensional. Like you hear you hear like the worldly rappers, like 21 Savage has one sound. You know what I'm saying? Drake is versatile. That's why he's as big as he is. But so many of these rappers are so like, you're only hearing Kodak on one sound, y'all. Like people like that, they're not versatile. But Caleb can, you know, him and Hovey, I think, are probably the best 2 examples of artists who can go melodic, but also are just really good at just straight up going in and delivering songs like No Remorse, delivering songs like Battle Cry. Where they're just going in, Can't Tell It All, stuff like that, where, you know, Hovey and Caleb both do a great job. They can transition from one to another. I don't know if you've heard Roses by Hovey. I think that's a great example of a versatile Christian artist. But yeah, so I just want to shout that out real quick.
No, I had to rewind. During all those nights when my mind was stuck on recline. Wrote the vision down, it's been a minute since I revised. Tryna fight the sentence in my jeans like some Levi's. Tried to fight it all by myself, I can see why. Though you be a tree vine, I could never disconnect from you like I got 3 lines. Had to shut it.
John 15.
To myself, I threw the peace sign. You told me I'd be fine. Living water seaside. You was on that T side. Even when they denied. Love like a Valentine. You said, would you be mine? Before I even had a chance. Before I got to decide. Salvation with a combo. 2-piece with a free mind. Drink on the side, that's that holy water. Be the salt like the fries, I shake the earth with. And if that salt loses its taste, then it's good for nothing.
Nothing.
We throw it out, the people stomp the yard. Fell in love with your timing, cause it's so divine. Fell in love with your way, I put it over mine. I get in your presence, put in overtime. Lord, I get in your presence, put it overtime. How you do it all, it ain't no surprise. I get in that passenger and let you drive. Know what's mine is yours, know what's yours is mine. When you open that door, then I gotta slide.
Did I hear hold on, let's go back. Did I just hear a door open in the background?
Yours is mine. When you open that door.
That's like a door open. That's cool. I like that. I love when producers do little stuff like that, like little intricate things to go along with the line. So that's a one up for me.
I gotta slide. I gotta slide. Turn my night to days, my heart like a page. Know you wrote the book, turn it to your ways. Got the Holy Spirit fire, you can keep the sage. I'ma keep the faith, I'ma keep that drink on the side, that's that holy water. Be the salt like the fries I shake the earth with. And if that salt loses taste, then it's good for nothing. We throw it out, the people stomp the yard. Fell in love with your timing cause it's so divine. Fell in love with your way, I put it over mine. I get in your presence, put in overtime. Lord, I get in your presence, put it overtime. How you do it all, it ain't no surprise. I get in that passenger and let you drive. No one's mine is yours, no one's yours is mine. But when you open that door, then I gotta slide. I gotta slide.
Now we understand that rap music is probably the closest thing you're gonna get to poetry outside of any type of music style. Obviously, spoken word is one thing, but you know, when it comes out to like music, rap is probably the closest thing to poetry. It's sad how diluted it is with people just saying random things, talking about violence nowadays. But genuinely, so like when I heard the song like that, So Divine, I think that that's like a great standpoint where you're gonna get a better worship and biblical accuracy on a song like that from Caleb Gordon, I think, because I don't know how to explain it. When a hard beat comes on, bro, it's just, it diverts a little bit in terms of the conversation. But like a song like that, slower, you know, it's not fast. It's not fast like those songs like No Remorse. It's a little bit slower. And so like with that, you get a song like So Divine from Caleb Gordon, where he's able to linger and, you know, able to spend time over time, you know, just giving God glory. I like that. I think that song is more vertical. I think that song is giving more glory to God and his character. That song basically, in my opinion, I feel like that song was more about the Lord and his character than anything else, which I think in comparison to some other songs happen to happen a little bit less. I think War is a really good example of a song that does really good vertical in comparison to the other ones. So I say So Divine is really good. So with that, having to give my ratings now, and just straight off the top of my head right now, when I think about it, I'd say that the biblical accuracy for that song is a 3.5. The worship is a 4. Because I believe that's probably the best worship song that I've heard today by Caleb. Also, one of the better ones I've heard. I think Upside Down and So Divine cater to each other in terms of vertical worship. I like them a lot. They're straight God centered, and they focus really on. They're slower beats and they linger more. And so I think it takes more time to really give God honor and glory. So I give the worship a 4. But when it comes down to the sound, it's probably one of my less favorite ones. I guess that really shows more my favoritism towards a certain sound of music. But again, it's still a really good song. I appreciate it. I would listen to it. I would never skip it. So again, I believe that the ranking of a 4 is excellent. I think 5 is perfect. I think anything 3.5 and above means that it's a great song. 3 means it's pretty okay or good. And so with that, I think it's a great song. I don't think it's excellent, but I don't think it's just good. So with that, I got to give it a 3.5 rating. I thought it was a pretty good song. I liked it. I enjoyed it. And I definitely would listen to it again. Put it on my playlist. That's another conversation. But possibly, who knows? It's something if it came on. Like Upside Down, it's not on my playlist, but I do from time to time go listen to it because I really enjoy it. But with that overall rating comes down to be a 3.7. I believe, 3.7 out of 5, which, okay, is a really good score. Again, I don't expect them to have any songs below a 3. And when your songs stick from a 3.5 and up on the rating scale out of 5, you're doing a really good job. And that's basically, every artist should aspire to hit a 3.5, at least on most of their songs, if not all, because I think that shows the due diligence you're doing to the Word of God, because it means that you're doing good in every category. Because some artists are really good at making good sounding stuff, but there's nothing to do with anything with God. So, you know, anytime you can do a really good job with that, you know, you got to give credit where it's due. But now we're at, I don't know if it's I stay or 3 stay. You know what I'm saying? But one where we're going to find out. Let's get into it.
A2000 EST. That's that OCOEE.
This is a different sound. Oh my gosh, I feel like an idiot. Either I'm an idiot or he didn't spell it right. Y'all, that's 3 eyes, right? Am I tripping? Or maybe he didn't put the apostrophe. Y'all, I'm telling you, I'm not dumb, y'all. I promise y'all. I declare that says I stay, bruh. Okay, I'll stay. Forgive me.
Time, but I'll stay. Even though the clouds may turn to gray, I know that the night will turn to day. Turn to day. So I'll stay. I know you ain't ever leaving. You don't wanna give me something to believe in.
Yeah.
You might comfort when I'm grieving. Never alone, but you always gon' be there all the time. Know you picking up when I call your line. Never a day you ain't on my mind. Just wanna be with you all the time, yeah. And you know the love real when you pray for it. And you see the dark
Amen.
times, but you stay for it. Know the sun gon' shine if you wait for it. If you wait for it, I'll stay. Forever is a long time, but I'll stay. Even though the clouds may turn to gray, I know that the night will turn to day.
So,
So I'll stay. I know we ain't ever going. You know my heart and all the secrets I was holding, yeah. I know we ain't ever folding. Right by your side, I'll go where you going. All the time. Know you picking up when I call your line. Never a day you ain't on my mind. Just wanna be with you all the time, yeah. And you know the love real when you pray for it. And you see the dark times, but you stay for it. Know the sun gon' shine if you wait for it. If you wait for it, I'll stay. Forever is a long time, but I'll stay. Even though the clouds may turn to gray, I know that the night will turn to day. Turn to day. So I'll stay.
Huh. Y'all, now somebody help me with this and figure out. Could you discern whether he was talking about the Lord or his wife? Or am I just thinking weirdly? You know what I'm saying? Because at first I thought he was talking about staying with the Lord through the good and bad times. Like he said, I know that the night will turn to day, so I'll stay. But he also said something about the brown will turn to gray. He talks about then a party. So he said, you know the love real when you pray for it. And so for me, the difficulty with that is that I was trying to discern, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to discern the aspect of like whether I should view this as a love song to God or to his wife. And the thing is, both is perfectly fine, but in terms of grading, it's going to be completely different. So I went ahead and just said, okay, regardless, he spoke about, you know, the love real when you pray for it. You know, the brown will turn to gray, I'll stay. I think the principle that I really gained from this song is, which is a biblical principle, is the aspect that, you know, joy comes in the morning, you know, if we just stay faithful and stick it out, believe. And I think that God's love is constant, consistent, and it's not circumstantial. It's not based on today. It's not based on yesterday, but it's based on now. It's based on forgiveness. It's based on pushing through. When it comes to loving God, we never have to forgive him. But it's based just on the principle of sticking it out, even in the hard times. Because our God is an all the time God, not just when things are good. So I gave the first category, biblical accuracy, a 3. I gave the worship a 2 because again, I couldn't recognize if it was about God or if it was about his wife. And with that might mean that it's a little confusion. And so I guess, you know, again, our God is not a God of confusion. So I guess I had to put the worship down a little bit for that. So I gave it a 2. But the sound I thought was pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I like how different it was. It was interesting. It's not what I'm used to from Caleb. And I love when artists try new things. So with that, I gave it a 3.5 for the sound. Again, it wasn't excellent. Nothing crazy. Again, playlist worthy. I'm still trying to you know what I'm saying? But it could grow on me as I maybe keep listening to it and understand it. So right now, that song overall takes a rating of, Caleb, forgive me, You know what I'm saying? I might have jinxed it earlier. You know, I don't believe in it, but I said earlier I don't think he'll have a song under a 3. This song comes out to be a 2.8 out of 5, which again, you know what I'm saying, it's not the best song. But again, I think that just, you know, it's accurate. It's not the best song that we've heard. You know what I'm saying? It's probably one of my least favorites I've heard from Caleb. But it's okay. I think, again, the song can still be good content. Somebody in this world is going to love it, so keep putting it out. You know what I'm saying? But moving on to You Can't Cancel Me. You know what I'm saying? Let's hit it. You know what I'm saying? Because I stand on this principle, man. I'm going to say the word of God regardless. You can't cancel me. I'm getting like a hip bob from this song. I don't know why.
You can't cancel me, my God gon' stand for me. Ha, ha. You can't cancel me, my God gon' stand for me. Ha, ha. Do my dance, cause he got plans for me. Ha, ha. Do my dance, cause he got plans for me. Ha, ha. Yeah, yeah. Watch out, pop out the truth. They try to stop at mine. I block all the lies when I walk in the room.
Yeah.
You had your hand on me right when I put at the womb.
Yeah.
They telling me it's another way. I know it's only you. Like I'm in my father's house. I do what the father say. Ha, ha. Sitting inside my bones, keep trying to separate. They keep throwing them stones, I bet it won't penetrate. I don't wanna follow my heart, I just wanna follow your way. You can't cancel me, my God gon' stand for me. You can't cancel me, my God gon' stand for me. Do my dance, cause he got plans for me. Do my dance, cause he got plans for me. Yeah, yeah. Watch how I pop out the way. They try to stop at mine. I get the spirit to feel at the state. Know you had your eyes on me, I was trying to hide away. Save me from myself, superhero don't need no cape. Like I'm in my father's house, I do what the father say. Sitting inside my bones, keep trying to separate. They keep throwing them stones, I bet it won't penetrate. I don't wanna follow my heart, I just wanna follow your way. You can't cancel me, my God gon' stand for me. You can't cancel me, my God gon' stand for me. Do my dance, cause he got plans for me. Do my dance, cause he got plans for me.
I do my dance.
Watch how I pop at the. Watch how I
Watch how I
pop at
pop
the.
Watch how I pop it. Watch how I pop it. Ain't no way, bro. This man Caleb done made me throw the chair down, bro. Whew. You can't cancel me, my God gon' stand for me. Come on, Caleb. My goodness. 4.5 right there. Honestly, no. I might be having like, you know when you hear something for the first time and it's new and it's fresh and it's the best thing in the world? It's like the honeymoon phase. Any of y'all have honeymoon phases with songs? Like I'm telling you, I have like moments where this song's the best thing in the world. And after a while, it just kind of, it's cool, you know what I'm saying? But right now, I'm on a honeymoon phase. I'm on a high. 4.6 out of 5. Don't need to even rank it category. You can't cancel me. Was that song off the rip? We're hopping into Rivers of Zion right now. Let's go. Oh, after hearing this beat, I really do remember this song. I couldn't tell you what to rate it though, so let's keep going. You can't cancel me, my guy gon' stand for me. I'm sorry.
Rivers of Zion flowing in my soul. Lion of Judah, show me the narrow road. Your love, only thing that makes me whole. Inside the garden, only place I feel home. We shall be free under the mighty tree. Inside your wings, that's where I find my peace.
Now, if I'm right, I know Caleb's from Florida, and Florida obviously has a lot of foreigners in it because it's really close. First off, to the it's the closest, well, other than Texas, of course, to South America, and then there is an access area over there that you can come from. I know it used to actually have a connection to one of those Spanish countries over there, but it's also near. It's on the East Coast. I'm from South Carolina, so I understand the East Coast. So it's over there near the Caribbean. It's the closest to the Caribbean countries. So I've heard some like War is a Caribbean style of song. So I'm assuming that Caleb has some Caribbean heritage. So I'd love to hear stuff like this.
With every beat, I know your heart will speak. And with every speech, I know my life will see the fruit from your word. You can move a mountain with the echo. Oh, you can move a mountain with the echo. Oh, pond this rock is a firm foundation. Whisper what you need in me to let go. Whoa. 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 Rivers of Zion flowing in my soul. Lion of Judah, show me the narrow road. Your love, only thing that makes me whole. Inside the garden, only place I feel whole. Rivers of Zion flowing in my soul.
Oh, oh, oh.
Lion of Judah, show me the narrow road. Your love, only thing that makes me whole. Inside the garden, only place I feel whole.
Yeah, it's cool. It's really like, I appreciate the fact that it's true to him, his character, and his culture. I think I'd say Rivers of Zion for me is a song of respect more than a song of enjoyment. So I appreciate and respect the song, but I wouldn't say it's my style. Like, I probably wouldn't listen to this in my personal time. And depending on my mood, I would or would not turn it off or keep it on. And like I said earlier, I believe a 3.5 and up is a great song. And so because of that, I rated the biblical accuracy a 3 and the worship a 3. I think that, it's a good song. I think that it holds strong in this category. It's mid in both, but it's a strong mid. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're good. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing crazy. It's not excellent. It's not great. It's just good. You know what I'm saying? And with that, I gave a 3.3 for the sound, the playlist worthiness of it. It's nothing crazy, nothing insane. It's not great, but it's good. It's enjoyable. I like the sound of it. I like to hear him. Honestly, his singing voice sounds so much better with the Caribbean style in terms of because he leans into his accent along with the fact that it just sounds more natural, to be honest. I really like it. It sounds good. It's a pretty sound to it. It's enjoyable. But it's a little too slow for me, probably is what I'd say, to be honest. And maybe slow in terms of that category of music, because I do enjoy slow songs. But ultimately, that song comes out to be, I believe that's going to be a 3.3. Oh, my bad. Forgive me. I can't do math. That's a 3.1 out of 5 for Rivers of Zion, which is still good. It's above a 3. I believe it just shows, it's a good song. It's a good song. Not crazy, not great. But again, I don't think that if someone was to ask me, the War album, what do you think about it? I wouldn't say Rivers of Zion. You feel what I'm saying? I probably would say, you can't cancel me. My guy gonna stand for me. All right, feeling it now. Let's hit it.
EST. That's that OCOEE.
I feel like I'm at the beach right now, and like I'm supposed to be doing. I don't know.
Yeah, you came and saved me from my drama. I couldn't figure it out. They tryna flex and chop my commas. I'm tryna nail at the crown. They wasn't feeling the sound. Now they hands up cause they feeling it now. They wasn't feeling the sound. Now they hands up cause they feeling it now.
All right. He calling me out, bro. Oh, I'll be honest with y'all, bro. Back in 2020, when I was 16 years old, I had just started coming to Christ, and I was really getting into it. I was very, back then, y'all, I was very legalistic, which is actually why I fell out into my senior year of high school. I'm telling you, it's crazy how that stuff works when you don't have Christ, but you have the law. We won't talk about that right now. But basically, I remember Caleb Gordon starts popping up on my TikTok everywhere. I'm like, goodness, guys, get this guy off my TikTok. He's playing all these songs and all his Christian music, and I'm like, I didn't mind the Christian music. That wasn't what it was. It was just like he came off corny to me, and so I didn't really like it. Little did I know that 2-3 years later he would be he was my Wrapped play like player of the year the last 2 years. So you know what I'm saying, you win. Caleb, you win. Yeah. I'm feeling it now, that's for sure.
You and it save me from me. I was so down bad where I got ugly. Jump on the beach like Benji. I'm in that water like Crocodile Dundee. I keep the helmet of salvation. Out of the road to get bumpy. Needed your white just like starvation. Out of the third world country. I done went good with hunting. Bro, at 32 outs, I'm bunting. Cause you ain't get that bar. If one of my dogs come home, that's something. This life like Pixar. I drive this car until I'm rusty. If life like a highway till I fly away, keep that engine humming. You came and save me from my drama. I couldn't figure it out. They tryna flex and chop out commas. I'm tryna nail at the crown.
I don't know if Caleb is really impressed on by Playboy Cardi, but he likes to hold those notes like that. You can hear it on "You Can't Cancel Me." He definitely did that often. I like that sound for him. I think honestly he makes that sound his own, and it sounds so good. But I noticed that about Caleb, and I'm like, that's cool. That's interesting.
They wasn't feeling the sound. Now they hands up cause they feeling it now. They wasn't feeling the sound. Now they hands up cause they feeling it now. You and it saved me from me. I was so down bad where I got ugly. I thought I was living. I really was dead in my soul like a black ops zombie.
Facts.
If you don't walk like Christ, I talk like Christ. You is not my homie. I gotta walk by faith, can't walk by sight. I am not no dummy. Remember back then I was bummy. Ain't think nobody love me. When I was by myself, I tell myself that no one coming. You let me find myself. Your wait until my world is sunny. Show me it's more to life than cars, clothes, drugs, and money.
Facts.
You can save me from my drama. I couldn't figure it out. They tryna flex and chop out commas. I'm tryna nail at the crown. They wasn't feeling the sound. Now they hands up cause they feeling it now. They wasn't feeling the sound. Now they hands up cause they feeling it now. Can't believe you saved me from that. I'm like, wow. Can't believe you saved me from that. I'm like, what? Can't believe you saved me from that. Like, what? Saved me from that. Saved me from that. You came and saved me from my drama. I couldn't figure it out. They tryna flex and chop out commas. I'm tryna nail at the crown. They wasn't feeling the sound. Now they hands up cause they feeling it now.
They wasn't feeling the sound. Now they hands up cause they feeling it now. I'm definitely feeling it now. Oh my gosh, one of the last song of the album. My goodness. But oh my goodness, man. That's a good song. It's just cool, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all, ranking Rivers of Zion, Stay, and So Divine is really easy on the scale because they're more closer to hymnal gospel music than straight up rap is. It's difficult for me to rank rap songs. I understand that off bat, again, it's already going to be deficit when it comes down to the first two categories. And so with that, I think I'm going to stick to that standard, and we're going to carry this going on forward when we listen to rap music. We cannot rate it nor rank it on the same scale unless the artist or the song asks for it in terms of the worship ability. And because some songs we understand just aren't meant straight up for worship. Some are meant for enjoyment and just to be Christ-centered. And that's what this is, to be honest. That's what Christian rap really is about most of the time, unless you get the Don Reddys or songs like Caleb Gordon just showed us. Like Upside Down, I think, is a perfect example of a Christian song that is oriented to be a worship song. And when I say that, I mean it's because he is talking about himself a lot, but it's wrapped around the biblical accuracy of Upside Down is fantastic. But Feeling It Now, I like it. 3.8 out of 5. It's not a 4. It's not excellent. I wouldn't listen to it like I would listen to but it's a great song. So I had to get a 3.8 out of 5. I think that's the perfect rank actually for Feeling It Now. I don't know anywhere it would be better. I'm actually upset, Caleb, that I'm at the end of this album because you dropped all these songs before. Like, if I didn't know Upside Down, if I didn't know See the Tape, how y'all don't understand. If No Remorse, I had never heard it before, y'all might have saw my soul leave my body right in front of y'all. Y'all might have genuinely saw that because that would have been a reaction to catch. You know what I'm saying? But finishing out this album now, you know what I'm saying? We are about to head into the last song. And then get into the full album rating. But Made a Way, last song on the album, War. Let's hear it.
A2000 EST. That's that OCOEE.
think we're getting worship on this one.
When it all falls down, know I got you. Every day you on my mind just like a tattoo. You been clean on my side with no vacuum. Concrete, I seen the walls growing cause you made a way. Everybody else, they stayed away. Took a step back, don't fade away. Need you to be my saving grace, saving grace. Now that's your love that's surrounding. I need a sip from your fountain. You know your truth keep me grounded. I am so thankful I found it.
Now the bass is really high on this song, so it drowns his vocals out just a little bit. But I like it. I like the sound so far. I think this, like I said, I think this is gonna be more worship because this is like a mixture of Rivers of Zion, if it's like upbeat more, a little bit faster. So it's the same type. I say So Divine and Rivers of Zion, if they combined, this is what Made a Way would be in terms of the sound.
Make you cut, you didn't have to. I know that you ain't never changed like a statue. When I can't handle in this world, though I got you. When I can't handle in this world, then you'll be right by my side. I know Lucy wanna try, but you pull up right on time. And I might put on designer, but you been through my design. I know you gave me this gift.
And I may put on designer, but you've been through my design. Come on now, I ain't gotta say nothing about it. We understand that,
Back and you were fine. I was really
right? We understand that.
on my mind. I was really at my place, but I went to seek your face. And I told you how I feel. And I know that you my medicine, don't need to pop no pills. When the thoughts get in my head again and tell me you ain't real, I just focus on your will, and you told me to be still. When it all falls down, know I got you. Every day you on my mind just like a tattoo. You been clean on my side with no vacuum. Concrete, I seen the walls growing cause you made a way. Everybody else, they
Stayed away.
Took a step back, no
Fade away.
Need you to be my saving grace, saving grace. Now that's your love that's surrounding. I need a sip from your fountain. You know your truth keep me grounded. I am so thankful I found it. Thankful cause you didn't have to. Lord, I need your energy so I can match you. I got the strength to do it all cause I got you. Had my back against that wall and I thought that I would fall, but I went to seek your face and I told you how I feel. And I know that you my medicine, don't need to pop no pills. When the thoughts get in my head again and tell me you ain't real, I just focus on your will, and you told me to be still. When it all falls down, know I got you. Every day you on my mind just like a tattoo. You been clean on my side with no vacuum. Concrete, I seen the walls growing cause you made a way. Everybody else, they stayed
Fade away.
Took a step back,
No fade away.
need you to be my
Saving grace. Saving grace.
Now that's your love that's surrounding. I need a sip from your
Fountain.
You know your truth keep me grounded. I am so thankful I found it.
Made a way. You made a way. I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. I really do like that a lot. I'm telling you, could just be my headphones. But the bass on that was really high in a drowning way. It wasn't loud. It was turned up to where boom, boom, boom. And so it kind of muffled his vocals a little bit. And so I think that his vocal performance on that was really good. Caleb has a perfect melodic voice, in the fact that I'm not saying he's a great singer or anything like that. But you know what I'm saying, he knows how he's good enough, you know what I'm saying, like to the point where like I'm not telling, like he sounds like he can sing. If someone asked me, can Caleb Gordon sing? I said yeah. I know what I'm saying, him and Hovey both. I think they have really they have good voices that can transition not just from doing rap. Like I said, that's why they're versatile. They're gifted, they're talented, and God has put a lot in these men, not just in their hearts, but also in their voices. And so, yeah, so, you know, I think that Made a Way is a great song. I went ahead and gave it a 4 out of 5. I think that each category, from biblical accuracy to worship, is a 4. This is the best worship song so far on this entire album, I think, personally. I really liked it. I think So Divine would probably be the second closest one out of worship. Obviously Upside Down I give praises to in terms of how much I enjoy it, and I think it's a great song. Again, it made me cry in the car one day. I don't even know if I was sad or not. All I know is that I was thinking, some days I just get deep thinking about the Lord, and if I cry about something, that means that something you said really resonated. But 100%, man, Made a Way is a great song. I think that's a good way to end out this album. I hate the fact that I've already heard Upside Down and so on, because these are really good songs. Again, I would tell y'all, please go listen to it in your free time. Because ultimately this War album is fantastic. I think it's when I saw the title War, he caught me off guard because obviously I knew the song War he had. So I'm glad that War is on this. That came out in 2024, I believe. Yeah, it would have been. Or early 2025, maybe. That may be maybe early 2025. But either way, man, we have finished the War album by Caleb Gordon. 14 songs of perfection. Only one grade under a 3, so we know the grade at least has to be a high 3. You know what I'm saying? Again, Sunday album we just did. Actually, yesterday I just did that video before I recorded this one, and that came out to be a 3.8. Let's see, Caleb. What are you gonna do, Caleb? Is Caleb gonna take the cake and be the second highest rated album in the history of this channel? Or will he and Forrest Frank both tie up for a 3.5? Let's see. This is just in, folks. The final rating for the War album by Caleb Gordon is now out. And with a drum roll, please. The final rating of War, the album by the magnificent Caleb Gordon, God-breathed songs of beauty, comes out to be a astonishing 3.6 out of 5. Oopsie. Yes, y'all heard me right. A 3.6 for Caleb Gordon's album War is the official rating, which puts it as the 3rd highest rated album that I've ever listened to on this channel. And personally, I think that I have songs in here that I'm going to be blasting in the gym, blasting on the highways and the byways for a long time. Catch a Vibe is an excellent song. I think my favorite song, obviously, if y'all can't tell, is You Can't Cancel Me, My Guy Gonna Stand For Me. If y'all can't stand, if y'all really couldn't tell, that's my song right there. That's my song. But there's a lot of songs in here I thought were really good. Sit Down, I really enjoyed. I think that's probably the most underrated song on this album is Sit Down. I'll Stay, So Divine, and Rivers of Zion, I have no issues with. Just a little bit different for me. Not my most in, like, again, wouldn't be the first songs I would go to, but I respect each one and I enjoyed them. But ultimately, I think this album was great. I think that, again, as usual with rap music, the biblical accuracy and worship brings down the grades. But ultimately, Caleb Gordon did a great job with this album. Again, this is a solo album. I didn't mention that about Sunday yesterday. But this is a solo album. There were no features, no nothing. So round of applause. 14 songs by Caleb Gordon. He made all on his own. Yes, some of these songs are old, which, you know, some might say, oh, well, that's not as much. Well, again, that's still a great job. You know how much time and effort it takes to make an album in the first place, let alone by yourself without any features. So round of applause for that. But yeah, man, so that is the official rating and review and reaction to War, the album by Caleb Gordon. 3.6 out of 5 in rating. Again, I said anything above a 3.5 is great, which tells you this was a great album. The greatest? Maybe not. But You Can't Cancel Me, My God Gonna Stand For Me. Hey, No Limit.
When I was down bad, he chose to come restore. My soul was empty shells. He came and filled the store. So I'ma give